Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna talk about the coronavirus, the COVID-19. If it's your first time watching my video, here's some background check for you. My name is Jerry. I'm an international student who is studying at Auckland, New Zealand for the past around 4 years. And I just finished my freshman year last year at University of Auckland. And this year is my gap year. I'm at China right now. For today's video, here's a timeline. I was still in New Zealand when the virus started to outbreak in China, and I took the flight to return to China at February the 11th. Today, in this video, as an international student, I decided to read some of my diaries out loud to you guys, just to share some of my thoughts and my feelings about this virus with you guys. Most of my diaries are written in Chinese. And yeah, I just rewrite them and put this on my phone, so I'm going to read this from my phone. So the first diary to read is from February the 2nd. Dear Diary, I've been so stressful recently because of the virus. The confirmed cases number growing so fast, and I feel heartbreaking every time when I read the news. New Zealand made the travel bans and restrictions for the next 2 weeks to block travelers from China. Most of my friends were still in China, and they had to cancel the flights, book new flights, and make new ways to come back to New Zealand. All I had in my mind was my gap year plan. I have planned out my gap year since last October, and most of my gap year will spend in China, my home country. No one knows when the virus is gonna end, which means when I get China, I need to stay at home and don't know when I can go outside travel as I planned before. The virus made everything so different. I'm talking to myself almost every day. At one side, I really want to keep going with my plans of returning China, because me mentally already accepted and satisfied about the topic that I will be away from uni education this year. I will try things out, and I will do things that I like. If I change my mind to go back to uni and study at Auckland this year, it will be really tough for me to adopt this idea. At the other side, I do know I need to be prepared that my plans may not work out. I need to change my plan. My gap year may be wasted, and the things may not reach my expectations. Actually, I'm able to take gap year next year or later. Lots of people text me about, do not return to China, it's so risky. This maintains and highlights my doubts and stress. Everyone is telling me everything, but I have to make my decisions independently. Otherwise, I may regret and blame someone else who made my decision. The pressure is eating me alive. The second diary is from February 7th. Dear Diary, I will do my IELTS tomorrow, and I don't think I'm ready for it, both mentally and academically. Because I keep thinking about my decisions of leaving or staying. I hope I can concentrate on the test tomorrow, and hopefully I won't be asked any question about this year's plan during my speaking test, because I may cry my eyeballs out. Oh, by the way, they asked us to keep the pencil that we used when we took our test, because the sanitary reasons, and they said it's a gift from us. So the third diary is from February the 8th. Dear Diary, I think I should carry on with my gap year plan. Gap year is something I'm really looking forward, and it contains my expectations and my inspirations. I did my research and I made my plans. I don't want to push my gap year a year later because no one knows what's happening in next year. Am I capable to gap next year? Will some barriers bigger than this virus on my way to stop me from doing things I like next year? I don't know. So I don't want to make my life to always predict and always wait. So Sherry, if you already made up your mind earlier, if you already found a chance, take it. Then just go ahead. The only thing that holds you back right now is the quarantine time. The social distancing and self-isolation will give you limitations of going out, filming outside, and traveling around. But take it as an opportunity of having time with people, with yourself, and with the things that you like to do. So I made up my mind of returning China. No further discussions around my decision. I won't change it anymore. Hopefully. The next diary is from February the 12th. Hey Sherry, welcome home. No, you. Welcome to your new life. My original flight got cancelled in late January, so in my new flight, I transferred in Hong Kong instead of Shanghai. I was so happy about it because I'd never been to Hong Kong before and I really want to. Before I was boarding, I thought there might be only me who's traveling back to China in this special time, but there were lots of people in this flight. They were calm and acting normal, not like me. I'm too young, too naive. I was a little bit stressful. So thank you very much to these passengers. It's always nice to have a company. And by the way, thanks a lot to the duty-free shop. Shopping there made me feel so relieved and less panic. Due to the travel ban, fewer Chinese travelers were shopping there, and fewer Chinese salespeople were working there as well. During my 2 flights, which were Auckland to Hong Kong and Hong Kong to Beijing, almost everyone in the flight were wearing masks, except some Europeans in my first flight. I don't really know the proper way to protect myself during the flight. What I only know were wearing masks all the time, change masks every 4 hours, wearing gloves, wash my hands a lot of times. I didn't really feel like eating when I'm flying, so I just ate an ice cream and had a lot of water to stay hydrated. I was so lucky that no one else was sitting next to me during my 2 flights. It made me feel so safe because no one else is breathing next to me. I arrived at my final destination, Beijing, at midnight. People in my second flight were calm, peaceful, and acting normal as well. Actually, my way of traveling back to China was completely different than I thought. I thought people in my flight might be anxious, panic, stressful, emotional, like crying and desperate. They might not eating, not drinking, not talking throughout the whole way because they're gonna face to the coronavirus in China later. But everything was going normally just like before, excepting everyone was wearing a mask. I finally took off my mask until I get on my parents' car. My skin didn't feel so good. It's been covered by the mask for 18 hours. We drove around Beijing for a while. It was around 1 a.m. in the night, so I couldn't tell the difference compared to the normal days because it's too late. And when I arrived at my hometown Handan this morning, it was 6 a.m. and it was too early to tell the street difference as well. So 14 days of quarantine starts from today. So the next one is a diary combination of my 14-day quarantine time. Dear Diary, these days at home, I finished my friend's Lego. I did lots of handcrafts. I started to play guitar, to draw, and I had a wonderful time with my phone and my TV. However, I never stopped wondering and worrying about the situation outside. Based on the views through my window, what my family told me, what I saw on social media, I'm clearly aware of that China is going through a really tough time right now. Surgery mask, limited chance of going out, growing case members, self-isolation, health check, empty streets, closed shops and malls, panic and death. I was so angry and disappointed when I saw people who's not in China were spreading hate, racism, and prejudice. They're calling the coronavirus as Chinese virus. They brought up the whole karma speech. I just want to say, what you guys doing right now couldn't show you are cool, knowledgeable, and political. You are rude, ignorant, and disrespectful. This is a time when everyone should show your sympathy, love, support, and your global citizen awareness. For our Chinese people, it's a really unusual time. We spend our festive, glory, and even chaotic Chinese New Year period at home, with worrying and scaring. I know it can be really tough as our big or small plans are all messed up by this. This is so bad, but there's nothing we can do but staying at home and trying our best to be safe. We really need to appreciate the people who are still working and support our life. I cannot believe how our life gonna be if there's no them to help us. Be positive, do not really go outside. Make the time at home the most of it. Explore your hidden talents. I found lots of my friends started to cook and bake at home since the quarantine. And these cooking challenges on Weibo are really fun as well. Have time with people like your family. Have a good rest at home. If you're feeling mentally unwell, please seeking for help. We will get through this. I called my grandpa the other day, as I cannot go to his place. We talk about how this coronavirus changed people's life, especially for the family who only run a little business for a living and the people they hire. The students who's gonna do their high school and university entrance exam this year, and the international students who cannot go back to school due to the travel bans. Most of my friends started to travel to a third country like Thailand for a 14-day quarantine. It costs money and time, but there's no other options. The virus is challenging everyone. 28th. Dear Diary, I finally got a chance to go outside these 2 days. I went to the supermarket, had some night walk, had a good look of the city. There were still not many people and cars in the streets, but the weather was pretty good today. Elder people and children were outside, exercising and playing. I started to notice that everything became healthier and more normal gradually. The confirmed cases in my city and my province remains low and even zero recently, but there are still restrictions and limitations of leaving the neighborhood. So here's the rule. In every 2 days, only half of the family members get a chance to go out once. You can get it, right? All eating places like restaurants and food courts still closed, but the food delivery is a choice if you really want something deadly. The food delivery person and the courier are not allowed to go inside the neighborhood for sanitary reasons. So I have to walk 5 minutes to get the stuff in a closed small gate. One thing I love about China is the night. Auckland's night is always quiet, but the night in China is busy, lively, and peoply. I made a word. When I walk on the street tonight, 8 p.m., but it looks like 12 a.m. No cars, no bicycles, no people, no walking dogs. The shop's neon lights are on, but none of them are open. Please bring me back to the city where everyone is living their life normally, happily, and outside'ly. New Zealand had a first confirmed case today. I was in a shock when I heard it, because I thought New Zealand gonna be fun this time as they had their travel bans. But seems like all the human beings in this planet are correlated, despite your region and your race. Corona is a test for us all. March 5th. Dear Diary, all the shopping malls are open today. I was so happy about it.
从今天开门了。
哇！我去问过了，都开门了，除了5、6楼餐饮不开以外，都开门了，家电和百货都开门了，10点到6点，1周7天。
I went there with my mom to have a look. There ain't much people in the mall, and still temperature checks, rubbing alcohol, and masks allowed. I finally have a place to go. The salespeople in the mall were still passionate and talkative as always. I think we are halfway to our normal life. March 21st. Dear Diary, I think everything is back to normal now. The streets, the people, our attitude, and everything is completely different compared to a month ago. The weather turns warm now. I can even wear dress when I'm out. Parents started to take their children to the park. Couples and friends started to hang out. Everyone started to evolve into the city now. The eating places in the mall are opening right now. I didn't go out and eat, but some people did. I think they are very brave to take off their mask. The city, the country is almost clean right now. People felt so relieved and they started to go on the streets. So am I. Almost all the shops on the streets are open right now, but they all have a strict disinfection. I really want to say thank you to everyone who contribute to make our lives better under this virus attack. However, the virus started to spreading so fast outside China right now. I feel like local people and their government in other countries didn't really take this virus seriously. And that's what I'm really worrying about. New Zealand now have 53 confirmed cases. My friend in New Zealand told me that it is really hard to find any mask, sanitizers, wipes, and gloves. UA suspend its teaching activities for the whole next week, and all the students will take online courses after next week. So, here I am. I really hope everyone can stay safe and healthy. And please, ask people around you to take this thing seriously. Wear a mask when you're going somewhere crowded and not open-aired. Do not touch your face, eyes, nose, and mouth. Wash your hands at least 20 seconds each time. And stay positive. 其实呢，做这个视频的初衷呢，是因为这2天我在微博上看到了很多的讨论也好，热搜也好，是关于留学生是否应该回国的这样一个问题。然后我就看到了，其实有很多网友他们的言论并不是那么的友好，他们表现出一种态度，就是既然你出了国去国外上学了，你就不要再回来了，就是不要给我们添麻烦的这种感觉了。我觉得这样的说法可能有点太过于极端了。他们这样讲可能是因为有一个从澳大利亚回来的女子拒绝戴口罩并出去晨跑，而且对社区工作者恶语相向，还有就是在宾馆隔离的外籍人士还是留学生坚持要饮用纯净水。这些例子呢，的确是让我们都比较寒心的，但这些都是极端案例，毕竟哪个地方都会有好人，都会有坏人的。所以说，并不要拿这些极端的案例来代表我们所有人。大部分的留学生都还是很友好、很爱国的，就像是在国内刚刚爆发的时候，新西兰这边不还是一例都没有嘛？当时就有很多的留学生都在努力的寻求资源，就是往国内口罩发那些防护服、一些物资。我觉得大部分留学生出国了，并不代表就不爱国了，并不代表就是不是中国人了。我们还是持有中国护照的，我们还是中国公民的。出国呢是一个个人的选择，是一个让我们可以见识更多外面的世界的这样的一个选择，它并不是一个崇洋媚外的这样一个选择。所以说在这里呢，我想仅代表广大留学生跟大家说，大部分留学生回到国内去隔离之后，是会听从民警社区工作者们的指示的，会配合大家的工作的。那些真的只是极端个例而已。所以说，如果有留学生选择回国的话，希望大家能用一种包容、支持、理解、爱的一种心态去看待，并不要那么极端的去反对。那么，这个视频就到这里了，谢谢大家看到最后。那我们下次再见，拜拜。